Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers is a fast casual restaurant chain with a number of distinct offerings on its menu. Not only does Freddy's have great food, but this relatively new franchise has a loyal fan base of Fredheads willing to wait in unbelievably long lines. Here's why. The first Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburger store opened in August of 2002 at the southwest corner of 21st Street and Tyler Road in northwest Wichita, Kansas. Since then, the company has grown to more than 380 locations in the United States, not to mention 3 in Dubai. Two brothers, Bill Simon and Randy Simon, along with Bill's business partner Scott Redler, set out to open a simple, single restaurant that served food reminiscent of their childhood, which in their minds just means high-quality ingredients. When the Simon brothers and Redler were kicking around names, Freddy's was always one of their top choices. The alliteration of Freddy's and Frozen was one reason, but it would also be naming the eatery after the brothers' father, Freddy Simon. Freddy himself was a former wholesale liquor company employee who was raised on a farm in Kansas and earned a Purple Heart serving in World War II. The name stuck, and it's his face that decorates Freddy's locations nationwide.
This has been a lifelong dream of mine to have a hamburger joint.
For some, sauce is for the main dish, the main appeal of a burger, or possibly the only reason for ordering chicken tenders. For others, all sauce is reserved for the fries. Barbecue sauce, ranch, ketchup, or even mayonnaise. And for many, the ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together, which has actually been dubbed fry sauce, is the only way to go. It's said that fry sauce was invented in the Salt Lake City area in the 1940s by Don Carlos Edwards. He ran a barbecue joint that served the pink-orange sauce, which later became the first location of the fast food chain known as Arctic Circle Restaurants. For many fans of that chain, the fry sauce is the main appeal. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers knows this, so it designed Freddy's famous fry sauce. It is, of course, a secret recipe, but it's said to be a mayonnaise and ketchup mix with a little pickle juice and Freddy's special seasoning thrown in. This sauce is such a hit that 18-ounce canisters of the stuff are available online and in grocery stores, along with the jalapeno version. Freddy's fry culture is already pretty famous. The shoestring fries, those ultra-thin, piping hot, and generously salted starchy strands, are a favorite among fast food enthusiasts. They are, as you would imagine, seasoned with Freddy's famous fry seasoning. But even with all that, the fry sauce is a must-dip. The Incredible Hulk from Taco Bell, the Burrito Dia from Chipotle, the Pizza Submelt from Subway, these are all outstanding secret menu items found at fast casual eateries across the country. And yes, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers has secret menu items too. According to the Wichita Eagle, there's the Burger Dog secret menu item, which is a classic Freddy's Steakburger topped with one of its Vienna hot dogs. There's also a BLT sandwich and a Nutter Butter frozen custard concrete, which was apparently invented by an employee. But Freddy's isn't extremely quiet about custom menu items. The chain even recommends a few via the Fredhead feed, including a chili steakburger and barbecue steakburger. To appease carb-conscious customers, Freddy's also offers all steak burgers and chicken sandwiches as lettuce wraps upon request. And to take it one step further, you can order a side or entree salad, which customers in the know usually top with grilled chicken, bacon, tomatoes, onions, and shredded cheese. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers famously originated in Wichita, Kansas. The original store, or simply the Wichita West location, still stands and is as busy as ever. While Freddy's is certainly a success story in its own right, Kansas's largest town is in no way unfamiliar with successful restaurant chains cropping up out of its cityscape. Several other incredibly famous fast food franchises have emerged from Wichita, such as the 1958 established Pizza Hut, also founded by two brothers. In fact, the Simon brothers were Pizza Hut franchisees before starting Freddy's. Another popular chain founded in Wichita is Taco Tico, and of course, who could forget White Castle, the famous fast food chain known for its sliders? Is it something in the water? Does growing up in Wichita make people want to open restaurants? Whatever it is, we're grateful for this city and all the deliciousness it's brought into the world. Though there were originally 3 co-founders of Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers, only 2 still remain. Unfortunately, Bill Simon, one of the chain's founders, died on December 17, 2016. He died from complications of cancer at the age of 61. According to the Wichita Eagle, even though Bill studied accounting at Kansas State University and worked as a CPA after graduating in 1978, he had a lot of experience in the food service industry. He was the vice president of Comcoa, a franchisee of a few Pizza Hut locations, and was a partner in 7 Timberline Steakhouse locations. This was all, of course, before Bill helped open the first Freddy's in Northwest Wichita in 2002. As a nod to his entrepreneurial spirit, in late 2018, the Bill Simon Memorial Scholarship Foundation was launched in his honor. The fellowship is designed for Freddy's staff members who want to pursue post-secondary or vocational program degrees. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers continues under the leadership of Randy Simon, Bill's brother, and business partner Scott Redler. The Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers franchise has ballooned to nearly 400 locations since its first restaurant was established in Kansas in 2002. On a November day in 2016, Freddy's even opened 5 locations in a 24-hour span, one of which was the 50th restaurant to open that year. Despite its rocketing success, Freddy's remains slightly under the radar. This is because its method is pretty much the opposite of Shake Shack's, which expanded from its original New York location with fanfare, press releases, campaigns, and more. Instead, Freddy's appears to be letting the food speak for itself. All this quiet dignity uncertainty most likely stems from the fact that the 3 original founders only ever planned to open the 1 location in Wichita, nor is the Freddy's team a bunch of product pushers. In a 2020 Forbes interview, Randy Simon was asked about the intention behind offering steak burgers in a climate where Americans are moving toward more balanced diets. He simply replied, "We've never suggested that anyone choose Freddy's as a steady diet every day."
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good.
Let's continue with the theme of Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers as one of the more humble, multi-franchise fast food chains in the United States. If this concept is not as easy to swallow as its signature turtle sundae, may we present Exhibit A, Freddy's social media presence. One notable aspect of Freddy's is its in-person customer service, which is over-the-top friendly. This seems to translate to the chain's Twitter feed as well as its Facebook timeline and Instagram posts. The majority of its social media content across platforms is from customers, down to the simplest retweet. Postings are mostly photos of food, close-ups of the shoestring fries, a hot dog basket, a to-go custard. These are usually shot from either a Freddy's location, inside the car immediately post-drive-thru, or splayed across the dining room table at home. Each image credits the social media handle of whichever Fredhead took the picture. And there's a special subset of pet-friendly postings, often photos of dogs enjoying a hashtag pup cup of frozen custard. These posts are frequent, seemingly genuine, and marked with a wide array of hashtags. There's hashtag Freddy's drive-thru, hashtag I love Freddy's, hashtag Freddy's worth it, and hashtag Freddy's at home, just to name a few. If you want your 15 minutes of social media fame, snap a colorful shot at Freddy's and tag them. There's a good chance you'll be featured. In addition to its expansive menu, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers has a wide array of merchandise. And we mean it when we say the online store alone is serious. It goes well beyond gift cards, hats, and t-shirts, though it has plenty of those as well. For instance, there are Freddy's scarves and pom-pom beanies, but there are also Freddy's dress socks, a Freddy's flannel plush blanket, sunglasses sporting the Freddy's logo on the arm, a Freddy's backpack designed for a laptop and other electronic cargo, and a sheet of 6 Freddy's temporary tattoos. There's even a golf hat clip with a Freddy's logo and Freddy shoelaces. Basically, if you're a huge fan of Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers, and you want everyone to know it, the company website has you more than covered. Though they don't roam far and wide across the country, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers does have food trucks. That is, it does in 2 cities. Naturally, a Freddy's food truck exists in Wichita, the home base for the company's otherwise immobile eateries. According to co-founder Scott Redler, the food trailer was launched with the intention of either joining food truck events or as a treat to companies with more than, quote, 500 employees who want to get everyone started off on a great weekend. Everything on the Freddy's menu is apparently available for catering. Steak burgers, custard, hot dogs, you name it. The truck, on the other hand, serves from a more streamlined menu. Those hoping to keep tabs on the Freddy's food truck may check out its dedicated Facebook page. If you're interested in more Freddy's on the go, Houston acts as host to another food truck. The mobile steak burger slinger makes appearances at breweries, weddings, graduations, school events, and more. Again, to keep up with the Houston area Freddy's food truck, fans can visit its Facebook page. The staff at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers have made the news on multiple occasions. At least one of those times was for going above and beyond to do what was right. Once, 17-year-old Kayla Blackman discovered $1,600 while sweeping the floors of a San Antonio Freddy's in 2013. Many might expect a teen to pocket a discovery like that, but not Blackman. After spooling through the surveillance tapes with the manager, a task that likely took quite a long time, they located the rightful owner. He had apparently lost the family Christmas vacation cash while grabbing a meal at Freddy's. The relieved customer peeled off $100 for Blackman, who got an additional $100 bonus from her Freddy's manager to boot. Apparently, Freddy's is all about taking care of their own and rewarding good deeds. We can all get on board with that.
At Freddy's, we make big things happen.
A more recent news story involving an employee of Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers is a little more serious. In June of 2020, NPR reported on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's recommendation that instead of carpooling or using public transit, citizens travel alone by car as a way to help slow the spread of COVID-19. But what, NPR asked, if you didn't have a car? The story briefly covered Jamila Allen, a Freddy's employee in Durham, North Carolina, who had an hour-plus bus commute to her job. At Freddy's, she was behind a counter separated from customers, but on the bus, she was much more at risk, even with a mask and social distancing. Allen said that if she were paid $15 an hour versus her $9.35 hourly wage, she could have afforded a personal vehicle for safer travel. She joined other fast food workers in a movement known as Fight for 15, which called attention to low fast food wages. Speaking of the 2020 pandemic, it didn't seem to slow progress at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steakburgers. The fast casual eatery was already on a hot streak, seeing record-breaking success in 2019 sales system-wide. In a March 2020 interview with Forbes, co-founder Randy Simon said that sales weren't affected by the coronavirus till mid-March. Regardless, he felt there would be an overall, quote, negligible impact to the chain. He did expect to see falling sales for the short term, but he predicted that the company would make a strong return. He said Freddy's was already planning to end the year with 40 additional locations, which were already underway underway and being constructed. He told Forbes, coronavirus aside, we'll see continued growth of opening 40 to 45 restaurants a year. Thanks to loyal Fredheads, the pandemic wasn't enough to keep this fast-growing chain down. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more match videos about your favorite fast food chains are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.